Like, she wasn't even peeing on her own. She was damn near not breathing on her own. Like, they kept saying unresponsive, unresponsive, unresponsive. And I'm just like, me and Ryan we were just broken.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I'm talking about someone that I don't really talk about a lot here on the channel, but for good reason. Ming. You know, Ming and Uriah are the Bells, and they have a channel, the Bells Plus 3. They've also apparently started a new channel, FYI Fam. And on this channel, she is talking about her issue with her child getting sick, having to be rushed to the hospital, and the situation behind him being rushed to the hospital, which is, or should I say her, I'm sorry. She got ill. So apparently she got a hold to something she should not have and got sick. So that's what this channel has started talking about. I don't know if that's the purpose of the channel, but I know it is ran by them. Let me start by playing a small piece of video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary, and you'll have an understanding of what we're talking about.
And I don't feel these types of feelings often. So when that happened, I instantly shut down. Like, I turned around and the doctor was like, she came in, she was like, what happened, Mom? And I went to tell her, but when I went to tell her, that's when they started hooking her up to all these monitors and things. And I just couldn't finish telling her. Like, I was like, I gave her the information and I couldn't like finish talking, and Uriah walked in right at that moment when I was like bawling. I broke down, so I was like, you have to tell her, I can't tell her, and I started shaking. I almost passed out. Like, I had to sit down.
All I kept hearing was I in that exchange. One thing I will say about her is she is very long-winded. But whatever the case is, she's telling us about them having to rush their daughter, the youngest child, to the hospital. Apparently, she got into some of Dad's medication. And, this is the several days after that, what happened type of story. Now, they are talking about this on a new channel. FYI Fam is the name of the channel. So that is where it is. It's not on the Bells Plus 3, but apparently it's managed by that. Let's go ahead and hear the second part of this, and we will be back with more commentary.
It was crazy. It was really crazy. And this happened for about 2 hours. They worked on my baby for about 2 hours, and I was not sure. She was not responding. The lady said that her respiratory rate was supposed to be like a 30 with a healthy child, and at that point it was like a 19, and then it had started to drop to a 17. I'm asking you, right, like, where the other kids at? Because they obviously were not in the room. They were outside of the room.
Let's be honest. I'm sure she was deathly afraid that it's her child. And let's also be honest, I just couldn't imagine. But I want to say I don't understand how her child was able to get into Dad's medication, nor do I understand how she was able to get it open, unless maybe he has it in something that, how you have your medication by the day played out in a little container. I don't know what the deal was, but for it to go that, for them to have to put her on all of those tubes and things, it definitely must have been a bad situation. So, again, like I said, I'm not sure how she was able to get it. I don't hear her talking about how she got to it, other than just that she got to it. Another thing is they did have a social worker assigned to this case, which did contact, Child Protective Family Services. And so that was, I'm sure, something to be worried about. Now, this is just one of those many examples. I've talked about a lot of people who have dealt with Child Protective Services. And my question is, how on earth did they have very little contact, but you have parents who barely do anything that could be considered complete neglect and dependency, and they are separated from their children. Like, I don't understand it. But for whatever the reason, let's hear a little bit more what she has to say, and I'll be back with more commentary.
So she was like, I'm here for the support of the parents. I'm here to support you guys through this time. When I tell you, when she said that, I looked straight through her because I was like, what is going on? What time? Like, it made it so real. Like, I'm like, is my baby gonna be okay? Oh, I hate reliving this with y'all because this was one of my worst nightmares. So, the lady was very kind, and she was like, if you need anything, let me know. Don't let yourself, beat yourself up.
So the young lady who was assigned the caseworker did put in a referral for them. The protective services came out. They talked to them. They asked a series of questions. Now, from what I saw, she wasn't very open with us on how it happened. But obviously she was open with them on how it happened. So with that being the case, if you want more details, you can go over there. But basically for me, I was just shocked that because they have never been careless parents, it just shocked me that this happened. Not only that it happened, that it was to the degree that it was. It also was kind of shocking, I'm going to be honest, that she shared this here. And that she recorded some of it. And then I guess I was confused as to why they put it on a separate channel. But nonetheless, that's what happened. I'm going to continue to watch this to see what happens. I think they're going to have one more contact outside of the hospital. Their child is going home with them, which the child wasn't extended in the hospital, any of that. But we've seen other situations on here where DFS was all up and through the case. She does live in Texas. And it was just a different situation. I clearly don't know the what or the why, but whatever the case is, once I find out, I'll let y'all know. Tell me what y'all think about this, about her child getting a hold of the dad's medication, about the fact that it did not affect their custody in any way. And do you think that all of this is standard and how it should have went? I don't know. I don't know that the child should have kept it at home. I mean, maybe how it happened wasn't as bad as it would assume to be. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. We're going to talk about this in the comments below. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Again, like I said, once I have more information, I will follow up with that as well. Bye.
I'm going to give her out. And she instantly starts crying because she sees all these monitors, all these things on her. They're all reeling and they're going fast and they're like rushing. And she breaks down and she's crying. So Uriah goes in there, grabs the kids, and I'm like chasing, the bed, and I'm following behind them. We end up getting in the elevator and going up the steps to the ICU, the PICU. Peds ICU unit, and we get in here and it's crazy because once they took her from that bed and put her into the crib that they had in here with the monitors and things all hooked up to her, she actually started to wake up and she started to start moving around and trying to grab toys and grab things and wave, and the girls came up here and she started waving and smiling and trying to talk, and now you guys see her now and how responsive she is. And so the numbers are doing that, but they're just watching her and making sure that everything's everything.